Finally, the Proton X50 actually in the metal. If you guys want to go and check out my other more detailed video of the Proton X50, go to my IGTV, it'll be there. This is going to be a more of a walk around, no driving things and all that, just the details I can spot from the car. This is it. Okay, so this color is called Ocean Blue. It's similar to the one you get in the Iris. I think it is the same. So the first thing, I'm going to start from the front itself, is this subtle lipstick kind of thing going on here. That is actually quite cool. Like, to be honest, in the photos I didn't care for it so much, but I love how they've contrasted the color of the body, and then you get black, and then you get the chromish kind of trim, and then you get the red hidden inside there against the black, and then you get the huge big ass logo there. This is actually really impressive because it adds to the whole sportiness taste to it, you know. And then you come to the side, you get the red brake calipers as well. Red brake calipers with a nice two-tone rims. When I come and look at it, right, it doesn't have the long sloping front end of a practical car kind of thing, you know. It has more of a chunky, like, look at it, it's actually pretty, the overhang from the wheel to the front, it's actually quite short, you know, so it has a more chunky, sportier feeling. And then you've got like 2 layers of like a splitter thingy going on down there. I don't think they are entirely functional lah, but still, I mean, just get a nice look at it. Like, it really adds to the whole sportiness. I can't stress it enough lah. You have a fake carbon lah, of course. I mean, it's not real, it's just the design makes it look like carbon like that. This is of course the flagship model, easily identified by the fact that it has the advanced driving assistance thing. That's the big square thing over there. And another easy way to identify is the fact that it has a sunroof. Yes, only the flagship model has a sunroof, and TGDI also only the flagship has this. Later I'll get into the engine part lah. That will easily differentiate between the low spec and the higher specs. From the official online specs, apparently the boot is actually smaller than what you get on the HRV. I can't recall if it is smaller than the one on the CHR or not, but I know it is a bit smaller than the one you get at HRV. But let's not get into direct comparing lah. I mean, kasihan a bit. If we can shut the boot, okay, just a quick one. Maybe I'll just shut the boot. I know there are other people here. Oh, give you guys a nice view. This is the best lah. The fact that this has functional quad exhaust, you know, like, look at that. You're gonna get nice and low there. See? Yeah, the tabung splits into 2 ends. So, you know, functional quad exhaust nowadays is damn rare, and it actually looks dope. I guarantee this, Rishi, you guys remember from previous video. Definitely somebody is going to empty out that tabung down there, put the bigger tips and all that, and definitely this car is going to get bigger exhaust kind of vibes, like that one, no doubt. From the back, I will admit it looks a lot more sedated than what you see in the photos, because you don't get an elongated back end. Let me just get it from the side lah. It's actually like pretty short in that sense, you know, but again, it gets that sporty wing at the back and like chopped down. So in an angle, I dare say it can even look like a hatchback a bit, you know. It's like small sloping quick cut off, you know. Doors, you get standard trim, you get this two-tone colors and all that. You get this huge mouth looking aircon vents. Look like somebody's mouth trying to open and close here, but that's that lah. So the high spec, of course, you get the 10.25 inch infotainment system, and there you get a huge beautiful sunroof like the one in the X70. So you can have it as a pano as well. You know, you can just pop the whole thing open, all controlled over here. The passenger seat, oh, pretty soft lah. The passenger seat is not electronic. The driver seat will be electronic. The passenger seat is the typical old school rails one lah. You don't get any like chrome kick plates and all that. This is all like the usual hard plastic, but you have Proton embossed in it lah. Okay, space. Rishi, you sit in front like a normal person. Okay, so he's gonna sit like normal. So he's not adjusting his seat too much. He has more than enough space there. It's not like he moved it so much in front. Space is ample, guys. Space is ample. I'm not extra simply saying this. I'm not a very tall person, so probably not the best to judge the headroom, but there is a good 6 inches 5 inches on top, so I think there's more than enough. And honestly, my knees have so much of space here, so it's nice to chill. You get 2 aircon vents and you get 2 charging USB charge ports as well, so more than enough for you to go on your, you know, long journeys and all that. Armrest, cup holder. One has a traction pad kind of thingy, one does not, but I don't know how that plays a role. You do get a tray behind you. Oh, you got no access to the boot unless you drop the seats, which will be done over here. Yeah, so it's the usual 2+1 lah. Direct access to the boot. There's the phone. Oh my god, is that a slot for the phone, Rishi? Look at that. Rishi, what's your phone?
Note 20 Ultra.
So the Note 20 Ultra just nice fits inside there. So that means my phone, which is smaller than his, no issue fitting. So this is actually quite convenient. Does it fit down here? This is where you can charge as well. No, it doesn't entirely fit.
This can.
So this is what you call a floating center console. So you have space down here. This is a lot like what you get on the Volvos, and of course, you know, Geely, Volvo, Proton, they are all the same thing now. So you get the whole thing going on lah. And then the wing, you get a nice double, like a bloop kind of thing over here. And then you get, wow, I wonder you can actually hold on to it. Yeah, but I'm sure they have some reason behind the design. I don't know how functional it is, but this kind of car, it's not about functionality anyway, like, it's about looking dope lah. Okay, so we get a quick chance to get inside the driver's seat now. You got electronic seat like I mentioned earlier. The seats, oh so dope. I don't know how they'll hold up over a longer journey lah, that's a different story, but let's sit from a driver's point of view. Oh, I do miss pedal shifts. Apparently the Geely Binway has pedal shifts, but Proton didn't bring it in. The key isn't here, so where's the start button? The start button is pretty small behind here lah. I mean, that's a personal observation. It doesn't do anything because the key isn't, key not detected, which is of course as expected lah. So over here you get nice access to the gear console and everything. Pretty much the same as the one you get on the X70 CKD. Yes, same stick and all that. And here you get to choose from your modes. You get a Porsche kind of vibes. So you get your auto hold and your handbrake is over here. I think this could be a nice little touch and go slot kind of thing. Your phone fits here easily, like how my cousin demonstrated earlier. Let me just show you guys. Easy. This is an iPhone 8 Plus, so it fits there without an issue. And I really gotta admire the fact that it's very minimalistic. I know I mentioned it earlier, I gotta say it again. Although the aircon vents are low, it's like more angled towards my chest. This is so fancy. You feel so much more out of its budget. Look at that, man. There's no lag at all, nothing. Oh, so good. So good. I love it. So everything else is completely functional. I guess this could be bigger. It's kind of shallow lah, to be honest. But see lah, I am nitpicking. So from here you can control everything you need to. Speed, cruise control, and all the gadgetry I will keep for my next video. But over here you get all like what you can see only lah. Auto this, auto that, pretty much standard stuff. The usual controls over here. Traction control button is a small one here because I'm guessing they don't want you to turn it off lah. As you go through the modes, you got Eco, Sport, and you have the normal standard as well. But in Sport mode, the dials actually change quite a lot. You get a lot more aggressive kind of thing going on. You get orange, and then you get the RPM going one side and all that. All that plays a big role. Unfortunately, maybe I can cut in a photo for you guys now, but I don't have that here lah. Tada! 1.5 3-cylinder TGDI direct injected. It looks pretty small. So the facts are 177 PS, 255 Nm of torque. Sounds good. Let's see what it actually sounds like when we get to drive it and what it actually feels like to drive, because I can't guarantee what a 3-cylinder actually feels like. Can you actually put down the power? I have no idea about all that, but all I know from looking at this is it's all very closed up. Everything tutup already. Like I can't see much going on over here. Like look at that. Is it covered, everything is shut up, which is a lot like the X70 as well. So this is the best I can do right now, guys. DM me, comment. Don't forget to like this video, follow, head over to my YouTube channel for other car content as well. The Proton X50 is a market killer right now, and it's going to drop very soon. So check it out. We got 2 other colors as well. I just dropped in some footage of that, but this is the one I was checking out. Let me know what you think about the colors. Do you prefer like this? This is called Snow White. I think this accents with the black and the red a lot more than that. Again, it's all personal opinion when it comes to this lah. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys prefer this color scheme, or do you guys go with this, or do you guys want the jet gray? Let me just head over there. Yeah, check it out. This is the jet gray because this is even more. It has more of the sporty vibes going on. And there you go. Like I said, like this and the white, the way they contrast with the red accents and the black a lot more. Let me know what you guys think, what colors you prefer and all that. There is of course the red and the orange, which isn't here. Those are another market contenders, like that's for sure. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and follow the video, the channel, and